Do you ever wonder how some people speak English so smoothly and confidently? What's their secret? Well, one of the biggest secrets is reading. Yes, you heard that right. Reading can make a huge difference in how well you understand and speak English. But why is that? And if it's so helpful, why do many people find it boring? Let's dive into this together and discover how reading can be your new best friend in learning English. First, let's talk about why reading is so useful for improving English. When you read, you're not just looking at words on a page. You're learning how those words fit together to create sentences, how ideas are expressed, and how stories are told. For example, imagine you're reading a simple story about a girl who goes to the market. You see sentences like, "She walked to the market," or "She bought some apples." These sentences might seem basic, but they're teaching you a lot. You're learning new words like walked and bought, and you're seeing how these words are used in context. Reading also helps with grammar. When you see correct sentences over and over, you start to understand how English grammar works. You learn things like verb tenses, the order of words in a sentence, and how to ask questions. But that's not all. Reading improves your vocabulary too. Every time you come across a new word, you have the chance to learn it and add it to your mental dictionary. The more you read, the more words you learn, and the better your English becomes. For instance, if you read a book about animals, you'll learn words like elephant, giraffe, and zebra. Next time you talk about animals, you'll know exactly what to say. So, if reading is so great, why don't more people do it? The truth is, many people find reading boring or difficult, especially when they're learning a new language. Let's talk about why that happens. One reason is that reading in a new language can feel like a big challenge. You might see a lot of words you don't understand, and that can make you feel frustrated. For example, if you're reading a book and you don't know what astonished means, it can be hard to understand what's happening in the story. This can make reading feel more like work than fun. Another reason is that some people find it hard to focus when they read. Maybe you've had this experience. You sit down with a book, but after a few minutes, your mind starts to wander. You start thinking about other things, and before you know it, you've stopped reading. This is common, especially if you're not used to reading regularly. Finally, some people just don't find reading interesting. They might prefer watching movies, playing games, or doing something more active. Reading can seem slow compared to these activities, and that's why some people don't enjoy it. Now, let's talk about how you can make reading a fun and regular part of your life. The key is to build a good habit of reading, and I have some tips to help you do just that. First, start small. You don't have to read a whole book in one day. Begin with just 10 or 15 minutes a day. This could be during breakfast, before bed, or even on the bus. The important thing is to make reading a daily habit. Over time, those 10 minutes will turn into 20, then 30. And soon, you'll find yourself looking forward to your reading time. Second, choose books that interest you. If you're reading something you enjoy, it won't feel like a chore. For example, if you love animals, find a book about animals. If you're into sports, read about your favorite athletes. When you're interested in the topic, you'll be more motivated to keep reading. Third, don't worry about understanding every word. It's okay to skip words you don't know. Focus on the overall meaning of the sentence or paragraph. You can always look up the word later if it's important. The goal is to keep reading and enjoying the story, not to get stuck on every little detail. Another great tip is to read with a friend or join a reading group. When you have someone to talk to about what you're reading, it becomes more enjoyable. You can share your thoughts, ask questions, and learn from each other. Plus, it's fun to see how other people understand the same story in different ways. Finally, mix up your reading materials. Don't just stick to books. Try reading magazines, newspapers, or even comic books. These different types of reading can make things more interesting and help you learn different kinds of language. Now that you know how to build a good reading habit, let's talk about the 5 main factors that make reading such a powerful tool for improving your English. 1. Exposure to new vocabulary. Reading exposes you to words you might not hear in everyday conversation. This helps you learn new vocabulary and understand how these words are used in context. 2. Improvement of grammar. When you read, you see grammar rules in action. This helps you understand how sentences are structured and how different tenses are used. 3. Better comprehension skills. Reading helps you practice understanding the meaning of sentences and paragraphs. This improves your overall comprehension skills, which are important for both speaking and writing in English. 4. Increased concentration and focus. Regular reading helps you develop better concentration and focus. This is especially important when learning a new language, as it allows you to absorb information more effectively. 5. Enhanced imagination and creativity. Reading stimulates your imagination and creativity. It allows you to explore new ideas, think critically, and come up with your own interpretations of stories and concepts. You might be wondering, where can I find good books to improve my English? The good news is, there are many places where you can find reading materials that are perfect for your level. 1. Libraries. Libraries are a great place to start. They have a wide range of books, from simple children's books to more advanced novels. You can borrow books for free and take your time reading them. 2. Bookstores. If you prefer to own your books, visit a bookstore. Many bookstores have a section for English learners, with books specifically designed to help you improve your language skills. 3. Online. The internet is full of resources for English learners. Websites like Project Gutenberg offer free books, and many online libraries let you borrow books digitally. You can also find blogs, articles, and short stories that are great for practice. For language apps, there are many apps available that provide reading materials for English learners. Apps like Duolingo, Bilinguap, and others offer stories and articles that are perfect for your level. 5. Community centers. Some community centers offer free reading programs or English classes. These can be a great way to get access to books and meet other people who are also learning English. So, we've learned that reading is an amazing way to improve your English. It helps you learn new words, understand grammar, and even sparks your creativity. Yes, it can be challenging at first, and not everyone finds it fun. But by building a good reading habit, you can start to enjoy it more and more. Remember, start small, choose books that interest you, and don't stress about understanding every word. The more you read, the better your English will become. So, why not pick up a book today and start your journey to becoming a more confident English speaker? Happy reading, and remember, every page you turn is a step closer to fluency. I hope you liked this video. If you're having trouble speaking English even though you understand it, please check out this video that can help. See you next time.